What's up, y'all? Hey. We are back for the Real Housewives of Potomac, season 9, episode. What are we on? Episode 12? Episode 12. Come on in, you guys. The ladies went to Panama in this episode, so let's get into it. So, first of all, we pick up where we left off with Jacqueline showing up at Kern's house uninvited. Now, listen. Mia and Jacqueline put that whole situation together, and ain't nobody gonna tell me different, because Mia started laughing before Jacqueline even opened up her mouth, right? Mia started laughing as if she knew exactly what Jacqueline was gonna do with them balloons and what she was gonna say before Jacqueline even said it. So that tells me, girl, you knew exactly what it was. And she was like, how did you get my address? Well, I mean, I do believe she got it from Mia, but I mean, she could have gotten it from a lot of other sources, but I believe she got it from Mia. And I'm sure that Kern lives in a gated community. So how'd she get in? How'd she get in? I should say she does live in a gated community. She might not, child. I don't know. But she shows up with these 8 balloons talking about they symbolize Karen's 8 felonies and we want to release them into the air. Girl. First of all, if you're going to show up at somebody's house and be shady, you got to come better than that. That was corny, and that's how I know it was some mess that you and Mia came up with together, because that was corny. Oh, it symbolizes your 8 felonies. Girl. So, Karen ends up, and you showed up with your dog. No offense, Benji, but how you just going to show up at somebody's house unannounced with a dog? Who does that? So with that being said, they put her ass out. Ray was like, you got to go. He said, you and your dog are not welcome. Okay, you got to get up off my property. And I know Karen felt some kind of way. Like, that is embarrassing. Like, now granted, Karen, girl, we have all seen that tape. And it's not a good look. I mean, it's not a good look. It's not something to defend. You can't defend that. It's not a good look, girl. But on the flip side of all of that, you got to know that Karen is already feeling some kind of way about everything. And for you to show up, child, moving right along. Then Mia gonna come back up there and try to hug up on Karen, talking about Karen. Don't be mad, Karen. Girl, you lucky. See, if I was Karen, you wouldn't have been able to bring your ass back up there. I'd have put you out with Jacqueline, because I absolutely believe that you had something to do with it. Now, we see Ray over there flirting with them mermaids. Ray, you about to get your ass in trouble. You over there flirting with them damn mermaids, okay? You better leave them mermaids alone. So the ladies sit down and they have their dinner. Is that your phone? No, it's not. It's yours. Is it downstairs? So the ladies sit down to have dinner. And again, that's when Mia wants to, try to talk to, about it, whatever. And Karen was like, listen, I don't appreciate it. Like, I didn't appreciate her showing up uninvited. I don't appreciate her being here. That wasn't cute. That wasn't funny. You know what I mean? Like, I really felt some kind of way about it. And of course, Mia's trying to defend it. And Mia's trying to, come up with all these excuses or whatever. I think Ray got a new scripture for the little blue pill. Child. He sure looked like he was trying to, you don't hear that?
I hear it. I just don't know.
Maybe it is my phone. Hold on, y'all. My cousin's family arrived on Thanksgiving with a dog. Oh, you know what it is? It is my phone. I apologize. I said I apologize. Okay, well, I don't need you to add to it. I don't need you to add. I do. Yes, I do. But I apologize.
And I'm saying you should have.
See, I don't need you to add that, though.
You don't get to choose.
I'm about to put your mama out of here. Benji. You're going to be homeless, living in your car. You and your mama. Moving right along. That was so tacky and disrespectful on Jacqueline and Mia. Neither have a problem with looking totally ignorant. Child, and that's what I'm saying. Like, they're so desperate to get on this show and to try. It's so obvious how desperate it is. And everything they do, even with Mia. And listen, at this point, I don't believe nothing Mia says. We're going to get to that later on. But I just don't believe nothing that comes out of Mia's mouth. Anyway, 3 days later, the ladies are packing up, getting ready to go. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I mention that Mia was the only person that stripped down and got in the pool? Girl, Mia, what is wrong with her? Like, I get it. It was a Blue Lagoon party, but I didn't see nobody else get in the pool. I didn't see nobody else take off their clothes and get in the pool. Now, I don't know if that was on the invitation. I don't know if the pool was open and maybe after the camera stopped rolling, they did all get in the pool. Like, I don't know, right? Maybe it was a pool party, like legitimate after. But Mia, you were the only person that decided to put on your to take off your clothes and get in the pool. And it just was, again, it was just desperate. It just rings so desperate. Anyway, the ladies are packing up to get ready to go to Panama, child. Yes, Panama the country, not Panama City, Florida. KK. I'm still mad about that. We see the ladies show up at the airport. Baby, why did Karen pay Jacqueline total dust? Like, did not acknowledge her presence. And why did Giselle walk up in there? And why did Giselle and Karen start having a conversation about Jacqueline as if she was not standing there? That thing was funny to me. They were literally sitting there talking about Jacqueline and how rude it was and how she shouldn't have shown up and what she shouldn't have done. And she literally was standing right there. I said, you know what? I'm here. When I tell you I'm so here for Giselle, I hate that I'm here for Giselle because I ain't forgot about you, Giselle. Be clear. I ain't forgot about you. But she is so much more tolerable this year. She just is. Because, baby, Karen and Giselle said, you know, the OGs need to get together. And we need to get these ladies together. And Giselle was like, yeah, we got 3 days to get them in line. Like, let's break some stuff down. Because y'all ain't moving the way y'all need to be moving. So anyway, we're on the bus. Child, they was on that bus. I feel like they was on that bus for about 5 hours. I don't know how long they was on that bus. But they was on that bus forever. Okay, they was on that bus forever. And once again, Ashley shows us, I don't want to call her a hoe just because she's having relations with this man. I just think it's the way in which Ashley chooses to talk about it. Because, you know, look, you're grown. You and Michael been separated for a couple of years. If you want to have relations with this man, girl, have relations with this man. But I think it's just her delivery just makes me really look at her like, you know. Anyway, we finally get to the resort. I felt like they were getting it. I felt like it was 9 o'clock at night because it was dark and this was summertime. Like, they went in June. And I mean, I don't know what time things get dark in Panama because I've never been to Panama at night. I've been during the day. I've never been at night. I went on a cruise, but I felt like if it was dark, they should be getting ready to go to bed. But no, they went back to their rooms and got changed for dinner. But I guess, I mean, when you got to film, honey, you got to film. So there are 3 villas. Everybody gets their own room. So Wendy got the main villa because she's the host of the trip. And she chose for, I believe Ashley is staying with her, I think. And then in the second villa, she had Jacqueline, Kern, maybe Ashley. Is Ashley staying with them? No, Ashley is staying with Mia. But it was Jacqueline, Kern, and maybe KK. I don't know. And here's what I love about Wendy. Wendy was like, listen, I chose chaos. I did this on purpose. Like, I'm not about to sit here and pretend. I'm not going to sit here and try to make it up. I'm not going to sit here and try to act like I'm not putting these people together that I know have an issue with each other, because I absolutely am. Like, I absolutely am. And I love that because I'm glad that she's not even pretending, right? KK, Stacy, and Giselle end up staying in the villa together. And again, Stacy and Giselle staying together was absolutely hilarious to me. And again, I appreciate that Wendy was like, yeah, I'm doing this on purpose. I'm stirring the pot and I want to see what happens. I think this is harmless drama. I think this is harmless stirring of the pot. And I'm here for it. Like, and you know what? Sometimes that's what you need in your life, right? Sometimes you have an idea about somebody or you feel some kind of way about somebody and you spending a little bit of time with them, it helps you see a different side of them. Because I think Giselle and Stacey are actually getting along. Because Stacey is low-key silly, okay? She comes off a certain way, but I think Stacey is silly, right? So anyway, the ladies, so they end up going out to dinner. I mean, not going, to the resort. To dinner at the resort, and they have these like people dancing, and one of the people is the devil. So they make this big thing about, oh, dancing with the devil. Oh, look, Karen's dancing with the devil. Oh, we're dancing with the devil. Child, nobody care about all that. Oh, my review about to be short because child, we almost done. So we're sitting at dinner, and Giselle approaches Jacqueline, and Giselle lets Jacqueline know, listen, that shit wasn't cute. Like, you showed up uninvited, and then with the balloons, girl, that was wrong. That was shady as hell. You and those balloons. Now, this is what I'm gonna say to you, Giselle. Girl, we ain't forgot about you showing up to Kern's little fake press conference after that we found out about the taxes with your free Ray #Ray t-shirts. Now, let's not act like you haven't pulled a stunt or two, Giselle. But I can appreciate that you kind of got Jacqueline together. But, girl, you have pulled some stunts in your day, all right? It just so happens that Jacqueline, I think the problem with Jacqueline is, girl, you're not part of the crew. Like, you're not on the inside of this circle. You're on the outside of this circle. So it don't feel the same. But, girl, now, Giselle, right message, wrong messenger. Maybe Wendy could have delivered that one better. Maybe KK, maybe Stacey. But Giselle probably wasn't the right messenger. Because, I mean, you got a whole lot going on with you. Feel what I'm saying? So then Jacqueline tries to explain it, talking about, well, y'all didn't let me finish. I was the balloons were symbolizing we wanted to release it to let the weight of the world off of you and release that heavy weight that you had on you. Girl, if you don't go sit down somewhere, you was shady. You meant it to be shady, and it was shady. And there is nowhere in the world that you're going to smack it, flip it, rub it down, and turn that into something that it's not. Girl, you meant what you said, and you said what you meant, and you meant it to be just as shady as it was. Girl, see, here's what I don't like. Staying in your shit. Staying in your shit and be like, you know what? I felt some kind of way that you wouldn't let me come, and this is what I did. So now Kern, being her normal, over the top, doing too much self, start talking about she gonna press charges and she worried about the environment because you releasing balloons. Girl, Karen, and y'all know I love me some Grand Dame, but see, this is the shit that Karen do that I can't rock with you on. Karen, I can't walk with you down this road. I can't rock with you down this road. Girl, you really sitting here talking about did you looking into criminal charges because she releasing balloons? Girl, everybody release balloons. If you don't go sit down somewhere and then talk about, well, we're looking into charges for trespassing. Now, I would go with you on the trespassing before I would go with you on this other bullshit you talking about. Like, girl, if you don't go sit your ass down somewhere. But it's the Grand Dame, child, and it's true current fashion. Okay, it is true current fashion. But then Giselle decides that she's going to address Mia and what Mia has said about her daughters. Can I tell y'all, I was here for what Giselle said. Giselle said, let me explain something to you. She said, I have 3 teenage daughters, and if they want to sneak a boy in the house, baby, that's par for the course, okay? I snuck boys in the house. She said, but when I post my children on social media, I choose how I present them to the world. And if I want to present them as being perfect, they are. I said, I know that's right. You better let it be known. Now, Mia's point was, well, I'm doing the same thing, but when I do it, it's a problem. But Mia, here's the problem that they're having it's not that you want to present this perfect world. We all present ourselves a certain way on social media. Most of us don't present the real, right? We show us, we post when our hair is done. We post when our makeup is done. We post when we get a new outfit. We post when we're at a nice restaurant. We post when we're going on a nice trip, right? Most people, and there are some people that post everything, but most of us post the good stuff, right? Is that you or him?
It was him.
Benji, ain't nobody ask you to do all that. You can go to bed. You know that, right? You can go to bed. You can go on upstairs. You can go on upstairs. Now, that was rude. That was rude. And you rude. Talking about something he tired of hearing you talk.
I'm just letting you know what he
You don't need to let me know nothing.
I'm letting you know what he told me.
He didn't tell you nothing.
Finish your review. You getting distracted.
Yeah, I'm sending her I'm sending her ass out of here. Okay? She about to go. And her little doggy too. Moving right along. So, Mia, the problem is the contradiction of it all. You sat there and cried and talked about Gordon this and Gordon that, and Ink wanting to break up with you because of Gordon. And then 2 days later, everybody sitting by the pool having drinks on Father's Day. See, that's the problem that people are having with you, girl. Nobody is having a problem with the fact that you want to present your family a certain way on social media. We all do that. It is the contradiction of it all for us, okay? And honestly, I'm going to be honest with y'all. At this point, y'all, I just don't believe nothing that come out of Wendy's mouth. So, Mia's mouth. Now, Wendy brought up the comparison and said, well, wait a minute, girl. Giselle, last year, you thought I looked funny when you brought up your daughters and you jumped down my throat. Let me tell y'all something. And y'all ain't going to like what I'm about to say. The chat's not moving. So if y'all are talking, I don't know what y'all are saying because the chat is not moving. But let me tell y'all something. Shut up! Let me tell y'all something. Giselle is absolutely correct. Listen, people that I'm friends with get a different grace than people I don't F with. Last year, Wendy, you and Giselle were not even speaking. Y'all couldn't even be in the same room together. Like, it was uncomfortable to watch y'all try to film together. So, yes, everything you did and said, Giselle put under a bigger microscope versus her and Mia, who had a friendship, who had a relationship. And yes, it felt different coming from Mia because her and Mia did have a friendship. So I understood what Giselle was saying. And I understand where Wendy was coming from. Don't get me wrong. I understand where Wendy was coming from, but I absolutely understand what, hold on, I'm trying to see the chat, y'all. I don't know if y'all are not talking or what, but I cannot see the chat. Okay, y'all just not talking. Okay, cool. So, because we almost done anyway, child. So, again, like I said, I do understand the difference. I do. Now, moving right along, moving on. The next day, the ladies get up, they're getting dressed, and Jacqueline wants to take a picture. So Karen is sitting there. So rather than ask Karen, because she still don't know where she's staying with her, she asked one of the random, people that work at the resort. But Karen said, girl, I'll take your picture. And even Jacqueline was like, this probably about to be the worst picture I ever took. I would probably feel the same way too. If I ask somebody to take a picture of me that I know ain't rocking with me, child, they ain't gonna use no filter. They're gonna take the worst angle. Like, I understood where you was coming from. I wouldn't have asked Karen to do it either. But the ladies are, they're all showing up one by one, getting ready to go out. And Whitney brings them some really cute bags with their name on it. They have Panamanian rum. They have Stanley cups. It's a really cute situation. And they're going into town for the day. They're going to do some shopping. They're going to go to a rum tasting, and they're going to go to dinner. That sounds like my idea of a nice vacation. Like, I could do that, right? But that's where the episode ended, child. It is what it is. Let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. Don't forget, tomorrow night, the Whether You Like It or Not panel will be at 8:30. And I believe we'll be at T's house. I believe we'll be down to the Giving You the Real T's house of it all. Okay. I will talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.